I found it a fascinating conference to be at, to be honest, because coming from New Zealand, it's probably the furthest reaches of the Asia-Pacific region. And we don't have a lot of conflict in New Zealand. We travel abroad to cover it. So hearing other reporters who have had to deal with that in their own backyards, their own homes, was interesting, and to hear the ways they've managed that was really inspiring. I thought some of their stories are very courageous. What I'd like to do from this moment, and from what I've learnt from this conference, is go back and try and institute, or at least initiate, some kind of guide, some kind of code for the safety of New Zealand journalists. At this stage we don't have that, and this has inspired me to go and do that. Well, I think the important lesson it taught me was to trust in probably what I knew before, but the great opportunity here was to share those ideas, to share the concerns we have about independence and ethical journalism, and about safety and reporting and conflicts and emergencies, to hear their stories and to share in that environment, and to go away thinking that okay, we're pretty much on the right track here. And I guess when you work in isolation, and New Zealand's a long way from anywhere, to have that kind of mutual agreement, to have that support of colleagues around the Asia-Pacific region is fantastic. Well, we've got some fairly exciting times coming up in New Zealand. I've been working with the Sydney office of ICRC, and next year we are hoping to put on a couple of seminars to look at international humanitarian law. It'll also be a great opportunity for journalists to learn what they're actually covered by, and to hear from the ICRC staff themselves, and I guess learn a little bit about what I've learnt being at this conference. So I would hope that that partnership and that relationship that we've already begun carries on to the future.